So with the surprise announcement of Express coming to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on February the 4th, what I wanted to do in today's video is talk a little bit more about the remakes coming to the game over the course of the up and coming seasons, because quite simply Treyarch's post-launch content is going to be the most amount of post-launch content we've ever seen from a Call of Duty title previously. But very quickly before we get into that information, I just wanted to say, like I do with all of my videos, that the gameplay in the background is some reverse boosted gameplay. It's going to be a nuclear against some noobs. If you guys are not into that type of gameplay, then you don't need to watch it, but it's how I like to have fun with this game. I don't enjoy the skill-based matchmaking system, and I just wanted to make that clear before we move on to the information in today's video. So it's no secret that Treyarch with Black Ops Cold War did essentially release a game that didn't need to be released or shouldn't have been released, because put it quite simply, the amount of content we got compared to other previous Call of Duty titles was very, very underwhelming, and that was evidenced by only 8 multiplayer maps. We got a very limited amount of weapons. However, like I was told a couple of months ago now, well before the release of Black Ops Cold War, that Black Ops Cold War is going to have the most amount of post-launch content we've ever seen from a Call of Duty title, and that is just due to the fact that Treyarch are trying to make up for the fact that they took over the game's development early on in the development cycle. Of course, that did mean that there was going to be some kind of effects to development time, and also they had to deal with the COVID pandemic, and just overall that meant that we did get an unreleased game, but they're trying to make up for that with the large amount of post-launch content we're going to be seeing throughout the seasons of Black Ops Cold War. That is very evident with Season 1. We've got 3 multiplayer maps, we've also got a dirt bomb map, we've also had 5 different weapons I believe, and there's much more surprises to come along the way with the post-launch content of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, moving on to the remakes and the remake maps that are expected to come to Black Ops Cold War over the course of the up and coming seasons. I did tweet this out a couple of months ago now, once again before the release of Black Ops Cold War, but I wanted to just reiterate it and tell you guys the information hasn't changed, and that is the fact that Nuketown, Firing Range, Jungle and Summit will be coming to Black Ops Cold War as remakes. Now, of course, we did see Nuketown come a couple of weeks after release, so that is one of the 4 ticked off the list, but we've also got Firing Range, Jungle and Summit, and the reason I was told that these maps were coming to Black Ops Cold War is because quite simply they fit in very perfectly with the setting, the Cold War setting of Black Ops Cold War, so it just made a lot of sense to release those maps. But with the announcement of Raid coming to the game and also Express on February the 4th, it seems that Treyarch have moved away from the fact that they're not necessarily bothered by the time setting of the map, so Express doesn't really fit in with a Cold War game, and that does indicate that we're going to be getting a lot of different remade maps that doesn't necessarily fit in with the Cold War setting, which is very surprising. But also I would imagine that remaking maps is a lot easier than designing new ones, so it makes a lot of sense that they will be doing this with a lot of different maps coming out over the course of the game's life cycle. Now, I did tweet out yesterday after all of these announcements that there is a lot of different maps in the pipeline. More specifically, there's a lot of different remakes coming to the game, and it is going to be very interesting to see what they decide to remake, because of course we've had a ton of remakes in the past, especially in Black Ops 4 I believe it was, where we got a lot of different remakes, and it seems that Black Ops Cold War is going to be the same in the fact that they are going to be remaking a lot of these different maps. Now, shortly after I tweeted out that there is a lot of remakes in the pipeline, Modern Warzone over on Twitter, who is a very reputable leaker within the Call of Duty community, tweeted out that there is currently 8 remake maps planned, and I would imagine that 3 of these is Firing Range, Jungle and Summit, which indicates there is 5 outstanding maps that we are yet to see or to be somewhat announced or leaked or whatever you want to call it within the Call of Duty community. So what I wanted to do in today's video is talk about that a little bit, talk about some of the maps that I believe will be coming as remakes, and then also speculate a little bit towards the end on what other maps we could see. So I believe that we're likely to see Slums, Standoff and Hijacks coming to the game as a remake. I've been told by a few different people that these are the maps currently planned and are in development. However, I've not got concrete information on timeframe or anything like that for you guys. As I've been saying in multiple different videos and live streams, I'm trying to stay away from giving you guys timeframes because, put it quite simply, we are in unprecedented times and these timeframes on stuff like this could change at any minute, as we've seen with yesterday's announcement of the likes of the DLC 1 Zombies map and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm going to refrain from mentioning timeframes, but I have been told that those are the maps currently in development, which takes us to 6 out of 8 maps, and from here on out it is pretty much speculation. However, I think something like Meltdown would work very well within Black Ops Cold War. Of course, it was a very big search and destroy map within Black Ops 2 competitive, so it is possible that we could be seeing Meltdown, but I also think that Combine from Black Ops 3 could be a very good fit for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. However, there is going to be some differences. There isn't that advanced movement. The side of the map where you can do some wall running simply won't be there anymore. Well, they can just add a walkway or something like that, add ladders on one side of the map where you need to boost up to get towards the C flag, I believe it is. So they can add a couple of changes to make these maps work, and just because Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War doesn't have the advanced movement, it doesn't necessarily mean that some maps from the likes of Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 can't make their way over into Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So I think that Combine is a very good fit in terms of how it would flow within Black Ops Cold War. However, I'm trying to think of some other maps that could be a fit from the advanced movement Call of Duty titles, and off the top of my head I can't really think of any, so you guys will just have to let me know down in the comment section below. But as well as this, I also think that Plaza from Black Ops 2 would be a very good fit. It would be very similar to Miami. Of course, Plaza plays a hell of a lot better than Miami from Black Ops Cold War, but overall I think that Plaza would be a good fit. There could be maybe a little bit of story there, that it is somehow involved with the Miami map or something like that. I'm not sure, but I think that it would be a good fit in Black Ops Cold War. And then finally, I think that we could see Launch from Black Ops 1. I think it's a very iconic map. It could fit in with the Cold War theme, and just overall I think that Launch is just one of those iconic maps from the Black Ops series that we could see introduced into Black Ops Cold War as well. Of course, we do have World at War maps. I'm not entirely sure what maps we could see from that game. I'm not sure if they would incorporate any. I believe they would probably incorporate maybe one from World at War. But overall, I think that these maps are a very good thing for Black Ops Cold War. I know that a lot of people will be saying that it is very lazy from the developers to be incorporating these maps just because they are simply remakes. However, we do need to understand the position that Treyarch have been put into this year. It is very unfortunate. However, we've just got to move on with incorporating as much post-launch content as they can, and I think that just overall that these remakes that they've introduced so far, such as Nuketown and Raid, have been a very good fit for Black Ops Cold War, just simply because of the movement system. And I've always been very opinionated on the fact that I don't necessarily like remakes in terms of when maps are remade and then reskinned, because it just doesn't feel the same, it doesn't flow as well. However, Raid in Black Ops Cold War I think is very nostalgic, and I think it plays very well, and overall I'm very pleased and very happy if Treyarch continue to incorporate remakes moving forward into Black Ops Cold War. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on that. But if they're gonna add 8 remakes and 8 brand new multiplayer maps, for example, within Black Ops Cold War's lifecycle, I'm all for it, because I think the map so far have been working and flowing very well. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. What remake map would you like to see within Black Ops Cold War? So far I think we're going to be getting Firing Range, Jungle, Summit, Slums, Standoff and Hijacked, and then also we could see the likes of Plaza, Meltdown, Combine and Launch from various other Call of Duty Black Ops games as well. So like I said, let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts. I might have another video today talking about some Warzone news that I think a lot of people will be very hyped about, but I'm just going to leave it as that for this video today. So anyway guys, I've been Long Sensation, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.